Late at night, Amara Johnson drove home from work, her mind on the week ahead, unaware that flashing lights would soon hijack her world. The officer stomped toward her with authority, his face twisted in suspicion rather than professionalism. License and registration! His voice wasn't requesting, it was accusing. Trained in danger, Amara knew. Sudden movements could turn fatal. She moved like a chess master, planning 10 moves ahead. The air thickened. His voice cracked through the silence like a whip, and the real danger had just begun. Without waiting for her to comply, he ripped open the door and yanked her out, his mind made up, his eyes blind. The ground met her with a hard slap. Dignity, pride, safety stripped away in seconds. From shadows, witnesses emerged, smartphones ready. Injustice was about to be documented. He tore through her belongings, looking not for truth, but justification. "Back up!" he screamed into his radio, not realizing he had already lost the real battle, the one of public opinion. "You people never learn," he sneered. But it wasn't Amara who was about to be taught a lesson. Her only lifeline, crushed under his boot, desperate to erase her side of the story. They laughed, mocking her silence. But Amara knew patience was her deadliest weapon. He searched like a maniac, hunting for something, anything, to justify his cruelty. Even children sensed the injustice, their innocent eyes unable to unsee the hate unfolding. Backup wasn't coming fast enough, and neither was salvation. A sliver of doubt cracked into one officer's mind, but pride kept him frozen. Amara's silence screamed louder than any protest, an unspoken promise of justice to come. "You're violating her rights!" someone shouted, the first crack in the officer's armor. The flashing lights of injustice were now matched by flashing news cameras. In minutes, the world would know Amara's name and the officer's shame. "She looked suspicious," he barked, the last words of a collapsing defense. Across the country, millions watched the injustice unfold in real time. Unseen by most, a glint of silver waited patiently. The ultimate checkmate. "You're going to jail tonight," he spat, sealing his own fate. Warnings fell on deaf ears. Pride poisoned better judgment. Still, she waited, like a queen surrounded by fools. Even his wife's frantic call couldn't pull him back from the edge. Upstairs, powerful people were now watching. And they weren't amused. The time for mercy was ending. The lioness stirred. From the corner, an old veteran cop sprinted. Too late to stop destiny. "You people think you can do whatever you want," he hissed, not knowing how ironic his words were. In one slow, deliberate movement, Amara pulled her jacket aside. For the first time that night, silence thick and absolute. The blood drained from his face faster than his excuses. She stood not as a suspect, but as the highest authority there. The people roared, a sound that shook even the hardest hearts. I didn't know," he pleaded. Too little, far too late. With chilling precision, Amara spoke. "You're under arrest for assaulting a federal officer." Irony sang through the night as the cuffs closed, but on the wrong wrists. Somewhere in the crowd, a mother wept, for once, not out of grief but pride. Across the world, headlines burned his shame into history. The footage traveled faster than bullets, reaching millions in hours. Where there was abuse, there would now be accountability. Funny how quickly predators become prey when the tables turn. She walked away, shoulders high, a living symbol that dignity cannot be dragged. Too little, too late, Justice wasn't a favor, it was a right. Because of one night, the system trembled and change dared to begin. Amara didn't celebrate. She simply lived, stronger, freer, undefeated. Heroes aren't born in palaces. They rise from sidewalks, cuffs, and broken voices. Like Amara Johnson.